My chosen one, hear my voice clearly. This message has found you not by chance, but by my divine guidance, drawing you to this moment for a sacred purpose. Your spirit aligns with my truth because I am moving in your life, though the full plan is not yet fully revealed. I know the solitary path you've walked, carrying burdens few could grasp, remaining faithful through darkness, patient in waiting, and steadfast in growth despite trials. You've shed silent tears, outgrown old connections, and wondered when your season would shift. I declare now it has begun. I am not just restoring you. I am rewarding you with a divine partnership, crafted by my hand, free from past pain. I am sending a soulmate, rich in spirit, resources, and purpose, not to complete you, for you are whole in me, but to protect, provide, and guide you to where your calling thrives. Prepare your heart, my chosen one, for I reveal 5 sacred truths to confirm your prayers. If this resonates, write 55555 below to affirm your readiness for this divine love, provision, and relocation I have ordained. Understand this truth with certainty. Not everyone who encounters my words will make it to the end of this message, for it requires a discerning heart to press through. Only the truly chosen, those whose spirits can separate and discern profound spiritual truth from the superficial noise and distractions of everyday life, will persevere. If you stay and allow my words to sink deep into your soul, you will gain not just surface knowledge, but true clarity, a deeper awareness of my intentions, and prophetic insight into the soulmate I am carefully preparing and sending your way. Like a gift wrapped in layers of divine timing, this is not a message to hear once and then forget amid the busyness of life. It is a living spiritual blueprint, unfolding piece by piece, like a map revealing hidden treasures as you journey forward. Come back to it whenever your spirit feels led or prompted by an inner nudge. And each time you do, a new layer of divine truth will rise to the surface, illuminating aspects you may have missed before. Your next level of blessing and elevation is not just coming in some distant future. It is already being assigned and set in motion by my hand. I have already begun moving the intricate pieces into place, orchestrating events and alignments behind the scenes. And now, my chosen one, it is time to embrace this fully. Let us dive in together. I am bringing you a soulmate who is wealthy in every sense to protect you with unwavering strength, provide for you with generous abundance, and relocate you to the places of greater purpose and fulfillment. I have seen every solitary step you have taken, holding firm alone through trials. And now I am sending someone to hold and support you in return. My chosen one, let us talk honestly and openly for a moment, heart to heart. I want you to look back at the path you have walked, reflecting not just on the visible victories that others may have seen and celebrated, but on the hidden battles, the private struggles that no one else could have ever imagined or fully comprehended. Do you remember those long, sleepless nights when the weight pressing down on your shoulders felt utterly unbearable, like a mountain too heavy to carry, when taking the next breath required every ounce of faith you could muster just to continue forward? It was not because your trust in me faltered or weakened in any way. Oh no, your faith remained solid and unshakable, like a rock in a storm. It was the sheer heaviness of the burdens you were carrying all by yourself that made the road so brutal and challenging, testing your endurance to its limits. Emotional burdens that no one stepped in to help you lift or share, leaving you to bear them in isolation. Spiritual battles fought in the utmost privacy of your prayer closet, where you wrestled alone with unseen forces. Financial stress and worries that kept you awake long after everyone else had drifted into peaceful sleep, pondering solutions in the quiet hours. Have you ever wondered why it was you who had to stand tall and firm when everyone else around you sat down in comfort or retreat? Why it always seemed like you were the first to pour out your energy, to give selflessly, to cover and support others in their needs, and yet the last to receive even a small fraction of what you had sown so generously into their lives? There you were, faithfully showing up time and again when no one else would, rising to the occasion with grace. You stood tall and composed in public settings, presenting a picture of strength, but behind closed doors, in the solitude of your own space, you felt shattered and broken into pieces, longing for restoration. You were the rock of stability for so many people, the safe space where they could find refuge, the shoulder they could cry on in their moments of weakness. And yet, in the quiet depths of your own heart, you yearned deeply for someone who would be that same rock, that safe space, that supportive shoulder for you in return. I saw it all, every single detail of your journey, watching with compassionate eyes. I saw the mornings when you woke up completely drained of energy, but still chose to love others anyway, extending kindness despite your exhaustion. I saw you keep believing and holding on to hope when cynicism and doubt would have been the easier path, tempting you to give up. I heard your private prayers, those whispered words in the stillness. Lord, does anyone even see me in my struggles? Is there someone out there who truly cares about my heart? And when it seemed like heaven was silent and unresponsive, it wasn't distant or indifferent at all. I was meticulously recording every tear you shed, every act of unseen faithfulness and devotion, storing them like precious jewels in my treasury. And now, my chosen one, I am responding with a blessing tailored just for you, pouring out the harvest of your perseverance, like a shepherd who sees the loyal service of a faithful sheepdog guarding the flock through lonely nights. I am honoring your courage by surrounding you with allies who will help elevate your mission and lighten your load. Aren't you walking a similar road of quiet dedication, pouring into others without expectation? How many times have you wondered if anyone would ever stand beside you with the same loyalty and support that you have extended to so many? Now hear this with open ears. I am not sending you just anyone, a casual acquaintance or temporary companion. I am sending a soulmate with a specific divine assignment from my heart. Someone who is called by me, equipped with the tools they need, and anointed with my grace to bless you abundantly. Not a project that you will have to fix or mend. Not a distraction that pulls you off course. Not a detour that delays your journey, but a divine partner whose purpose aligns seamlessly with your own purpose, like two puzzle pieces fitting perfectly together. A companion who will pour life, energy, and encouragement into you the way you have poured out selflessly for so many others over the years. Can you imagine what it will feel like when someone finally sees you in your entirety? Not just your gifts and talents that shine outwardly. Not just your strength that others rely on, but the vulnerable depths of your heart, the parts you keep hidden. When they value your loyalty because their soul has been prepared by me to honor and reciprocate it fully, like a mirror reflecting back the goodness you give. Like a traveler who has wandered alone through deserts but finds an oasis of refreshment. Doesn't your heart crave a similar safe place? A love that protects and builds you up rather than depletes and drains your spirit, my chosen one. You will not have to shrink your presence or diminish your essence to keep this person close. You will not be asked to dim your light or hide your brilliance to make them feel comfortable in their own skin. They will stand beside you with a shield of protection, not a leash of control. They will protect your fire, your passion, and celebrate it openly, fanning the flames rather than smothering them. Like two warriors standing back to back in battle, fiercely guarding each other's strengths and purposes. This is the kind of partnership I am preparing for you with care. Have you ever dared to believe, even in your quietest moments, that someone could love you like this? With such depth and authenticity? Have you begun to wonder if such a person truly exists in this world? They do exist, and they are being sent to you with divine timing, orchestrated by my perfect clock. Like love that knows no barriers, jumping hurdles, leaping fences, penetrating walls to arrive full of hope and promise. Isn't it time you allowed yourself to believe that this kind of love is on its way to you, breaking through every obstacle, my chosen one? You have endured the valley of shadows with grace. You have been faithful in your season of solitude, holding firm when isolation felt endless. Now I am moving in power. This partner will not come to complete you, for you are already whole in my eyes. They will come to cover you with care, to walk beside you into the next dimension of your calling, opening doors to new heights. And when they arrive, you won't have to question if they are from me, for you will feel it in the core of your being. Their presence will bring peace that calms storms, not confusion that stirs them. Their love will heal old wounds, not harm or reopen them. Their loyalty will mirror your own, steadfast and true. And as you both walk forward together, your union will be a living testimony to the world of what love ordained by heaven truly looks like, inspiring others with its purity and strength. So, are you ready to receive what you have long prayed for? In secret, are you willing to be loved as deeply and unconditionally as you have loved others through the years? The reward is on its way. My chosen one, I am responding with abundance. Stay open to my blessings. Stay expectant in your faith. Your next chapter is about to begin, unfolding with grace and glory. Your spirit has been prepared through trials for a different kind of love, and it is finally on its way to you. My chosen one, do you realize how much preparation your spirit has undergone, layer by layer, to be ready for what is coming in this new season? I'm not talking about superficial, surface-level changes that fade quickly. I'm talking about deep, soul-level transformation that reshapes your very core, like a sculptor chiseling away at stone to reveal the masterpiece within. You have walked through relationships that were dressed up to look like genuine love, adorned with promises and appearances, but in truth, they were designed to distract you from my path and derail your progress toward destiny. How many times did you give your all, pouring out your heart and energy completely, only to receive mere crumbs in return, fragments that left you hungry for more. How often did you find yourself begging, pleading to be seen for who you are, heard in your deepest needs, or valued for your worth? Knowing in the depths of your heart that true love was never meant to be a constant battlefield of conflict and struggle. Have you asked yourself in moments of reflection, why did I have to endure so much relational pain that cuts so deep? Why did so many false connections, deceptive bonds, come my way to test my resolve? The answer is sobering yet freeing. Bringing liberation to your spirit, those experiences were never meant to define your identity or limit your future. They were lessons carefully orchestrated to refine you, polishing your character like diamonds formed under pressure. You've known what the world calls love, but was based on fear that breeds insecurity, on trauma bonds that chain rather than free, on emotional instability that shifts like sand. But hear me clearly now. With an open heart, that was not true love in my design. That was mere survival mode, enduring rather than thriving. That was spiritual warfare, masquerading as companionship, disguised to deceive. And you learn the hard way, through tears and growth, gaining wisdom from the pain. Not everyone who says, "I love you," truly knows what love is in its purest form. For love from me is patient, kind, and enduring. Sometimes the ones who claim to care the most can still wound you the deepest, leaving scars that I alone can heal. Like a global figure admired by many, yet facing loneliness in personal ties. You too have endured the ache of false love, but through it all, your spirit has evolved. Your compassion has deepened. Your strength has multiplied. Likewise, my chosen one, your past relationships were not wasted time or lost efforts. They were pruning seasons, carefully trimming away what no longer served you, preparing you for something far greater, a love that blooms from healthy soil. In the heartbreak that felt so raw, in the silence of loneliness that echoed loudly. I was at work behind the scenes. Every tear you cried in private became a seed planted for future joy, watered by my grace. I was cleansing your heart from residues of pain, renewing your mind with fresh perspectives, detoxing your spirit from toxic influences. Why? Because when I am about to send you something sacred and holy, I first remove everything that was sent to distract, derail, or destroy your path, clearing the way like a farmer preparing the field for planting. In the quiet ache of your single seasons, you were not being punished or overlooked by me. You were being prepared with care, spiritually refined like metal in fire, emotionally matured through lessons learned, made whole again in my love, so that when the real thing arrives, you won't reject it out of fear or sabotage it from old wounds that have now been healed. Like someone who endured multiple failed connections and deep struggles, yet found restoration when I brought a partner who embraced their purpose. This is the pattern of divine love I have for you, not rushed in haste, not counterfeit or imitation, but sacred, genuine, and rightly timed by my hand. Now, you have been prepared through these trials for a different kind of love, one that stands apart from all you've known, a love that will not bring chaos and turmoil into your life, but clarity and order, A love that will not confuse your mind or heart, but calm it with gentle assurance. Can you imagine what it will feel like to no longer question someone's motives or intentions? To no longer wonder if today they will love you fully, and tomorrow withdraw their affection without warning. This next love will not come to break you further or add to your scars. It will come to bless you abundantly, to lift you higher. It will honor your boundaries with respect, not test them with manipulation. It will protect your heart like a treasure, not manipulate it for selfish gain. But here's the truth you must embrace at first. It may feel almost unfamiliar, strange in its healthiness. Why? Because you've never experienced a love this healthy, this pure in its intentions, this intentional in its actions, like fresh air after being in a stuffy room for too long. Are you ready to receive something that doesn't demand constant performance or proof of your worth? Are you ready to be loved as you are, in your authenticity, without having to fight tooth and nail for your place in someone's life? Like a person who endured profound losses, yet remained open-hearted, finding mature and authentic love. You too have outgrown counterfeit love that was temporary and shallow. You've evolved beyond fleeting, temporary connections that leave you empty. You're ready for love that feels like restoration, like my voice whispering, "This is what I had in mind for you all along, my child." A love that heals and builds. This person being sent to you will not be attracted by lust or temporary need. They will be led by my spirit guiding them, not driven by ego or self-interest. They will be steady in character, not unstable or unpredictable. They will match your healing because they too have been healing in their own journey, walking parallel paths prepared by me. Can you already sense how different this will be from your past experiences? How refreshing and life-giving. You won't have to shrink your light to fit in. You won't have to apologize for being too much in your passion or gifts. You won't have to chase after affection like a beggar. They will choose you without hesitation, with full commitment. They will partner with your purpose, not pull you away from it or compete with it. Like two powerful individuals honoring each other's independence while nurturing stable love. This is the model of divine partnership I am preparing for you with precision. No more cycles of pain. No more confusion that clouds your judgment. No more settling for less than my best. You are stepping into a season where love will not feel like pressure or burden. It will feel like peace that surpasses understanding. It will feel like home, a place of rest and belonging. So, are you willing to release old patterns that no longer serve you so that you can receive this blessing fully and without reservation? Are you prepared to walk into a love so aligned with my heavenly design that it elevates every part of your life, from your spirit to your daily walk? Because, my chosen one, you have been prepared through every trial, and what is coming will be worth every tear you shed, every lesson you learned, and every lonely night you endured. Stay ready with vigilance. Stay expectant with hope. The real thing, the true love I have ordained, is on its way. If this stirs your soul deeply, write, "Lord, I am here below," signaling your openness to this divine love and the transformation it brings. The protection this partner brings is a reflection of my heart for you, and your destiny deserves it fully. My chosen one, let us speak plainly and directly. without mincing words. The person I am sending into your life is not entering merely to add a touch of romantic interest or simple companionship that fills empty moments. No, this is far greater in scope and significance. A profound union designed by me. This is about divine protection that guards your heart and path, sacred covering that envelops you in safety, and purposeful alignment that syncs your steps with mine. The world may have taught you through its fleeting examples to expect only temporary affection or shallow connections that come and go like seasons. But my heavenly design for your next chapter is deeper than anything you've known or experienced, plunging into the depths of spiritual unity. Have you truly considered, in quiet contemplation, what it means to be loved in a way that honors your calling completely, to be protected not just in the natural, physical realm, but in the spiritual dimensions where battles are won? The one coming is not arriving by accident or coincidence. They are being sent on a specific assignment straight from my throne room in heaven to help protect what you carry within, your gifts, your dreams, your purpose. You see, your anointing, your unique purpose, your vision for life. It has drawn both opposition from forces that seek to hinder and attention from those who recognize its light. In past seasons, you have walked alone, covering yourself in prayer like a shield, and protecting your dreams from those who could not understand or appreciate their value. But now I am sending someone who will stand guard beside you with vigilance, sharing the watch. Think about it deeply. How many times have you been surrounded by people who, rather than celebrating your light and rejoicing in your successes, felt threatened by it, intimidated by its brightness? How many so-called relationships turned into silent competitions, where your favor and blessings became points of jealousy, and your purpose became too heavy for others to embrace or support? Let us be honest and transparent. Too often, those drawn to your light wanted access to your gifts for their own benefit, but refused to carry the responsibility that comes with them, leaving you to bear the weight alone, like siblings consumed by envy who could not handle the weight of another's dreams. Your past may have been marked by betrayal and isolation, but your future will be marked by protection and partnership, surrounded by those who value and safeguard your role. The person I am sending now carries a different spirit, one of humility and strength. They will not compete with your calling or vie for prominence. They will guard it with care, like a sentinel watching over a sacred site. They will not attempt to dim your purpose or overshadow it. They will support it with prayer that intercedes, with presence that comforts, with wisdom that guides. This is not a love born from ego or fleeting fleshly desires. It is a love anchored in deep spiritual awareness, rooted in my truth. They will love you in a way that mirrors the very heart of my love for you. Unconditional, protective, nurturing. Do you know what that looks like in daily life? It looks like someone who senses when your spirit is heavy with cares and intercedes for you without even being asked, lifting you in prayer. It looks like someone who discerns when you are tired from the journey and covers you in love instead of judgment or criticism, offering rest. It looks like someone who treats your soul like sacred ground, treading gently because they understand the spiritual weight of who you are and the calling I have placed upon you. like a faithful companion standing beside a leader through battles and threats, offering unwavering support to shield through storms. This is the caliber of partnership I desire for you, my chosen one. A love that knows when to stand in the gap for you, when to lift you up when you stumble, and when to speak life over you when you forget your own worth and identity in me. And understand this deeply real love, love scented with heaven's fragrance, does not bring comfort alone in superficial ways. It brings protection that is active and vigilant. It safeguards your mind from doubts, your emotions from turmoil, your vision from distraction, your destiny from derailment. It does not stand idly by when you struggle or face opposition. It steps in with courage, like allies holding up arms in battle to ensure victory is won. Your divine partner will help hold up your arms when the weight becomes too much to bear alone, providing strength in weakness. They will walk beside you, not in front to control your steps, not behind to follow passively, but beside you as an equal and sacred partner in your God-given mission, sharing the load equally. Have you dared to imagine what it will feel like to be loved this way, with such depth and intentionality? Have you opened your heart wide enough to receive it without reservation? Because this is not just about you as an individual. It is about what I have placed inside of you, the ministry being birthed from your pain, like new life from ashes, the vision you've nurtured in silence through years of waiting, the ideas you've carried like fragile treasure, protecting them from harm. I am sending someone who sees these things clearly and values them as much as you do, perhaps even more, recognizing their eternal significance. Someone who will fight to protect your vision like it's their own. For in the spirit, it will be shared, like partners in mutual respect and shared vision, where one champions the other's purpose without dimming it. This is the type of love I am preparing for you, not a cage that confines, not a leash that restricts, not a trap that ensnares, but a shield that lets you breathe freely, dream boldly, and rise in peace without fear. And here is the beautiful truth that brings comfort. This protection will not flow from their human strength alone, which can falter. It will flow from their reverence for me, their deep love for the divine. They will love you because they first loved me with all their heart. They will protect you because they understand you are not just anyone ordinary. You are a vessel chosen by me, the Most High, and they have been entrusted to walk alongside you to steward the gift of your life with sacred responsibility and honor. Like a union built on faith, mutual covering, and shared purpose, where private strength upholds public success. This is what I desire for you, a love that strengthens your core, shields your vulnerabilities, and serves your highest good. So, are you ready to release the wounds of past betrayals so you can receive this new kind of protection with open arms? Are you prepared to let someone stand beside you and help carry what you've carried alone for so long, lightening your burden? Because know this with certainty, when I send someone to protect you, I am not merely answering your prayers in a small way. I am fulfilling my own promise over your life, a covenant of blessing. And the connection I am preparing will be a reflection of that promise, rooted in purpose, built on spiritual protection, and flowing straight from my heart of love. My chosen one, your destiny deserves this kind of love, this level of care, and I am already moving to bring it to pass. Are you ready to embrace it fully? If your spirit affirms this promise and feels the warmth of my assurance, write 111 below to declare your trust in my plan and protection. This partner will have the resources to provide for you and the heart to steward them wisely with care. My chosen one, let us make this perfectly clear so there is no doubt in your mind. I am not about to send someone into your life who is unprepared for the role, unequipped to support you, or leaning on your strength as a crutch to prop themselves up. No, this next divine connection is not built on mere potential that may or may not materialize. It is built on solid provision that is ready now, on readiness that has been cultivated over time, on spiritual maturity that comes from walking with me, and on kingdom responsibility that honors my principles. After all you have been through, the trials, the sacrifices, the seasons of lack, why would I now send someone to drain you emotionally with their unresolved issues, spiritually with their doubts, or financially with their needs? Haven't you already walked too many miles, carrying more than your fair share of the load, supporting others while going without? Haven't you already been the strong one for too long, holding everything together alone? So, are you ready to experience a relationship where you are finally poured into with abundance rather than constantly pouring out until empty? Are you prepared to allow someone trustworthy enough to carry some of the weight with you? Sharing the journey, my chosen one, the person being sent into your life, is coming prepared because I have been preparing them while you have been healing and growing. Think about that for a moment while you have been in the refining fire of trials, letting go of old patterns that no longer serve, purging wounds that held you back, surrendering past disappointments to me. I have been shaping someone else in parallel, molding them to complement your path. They will not only be emotionally whole, healed from their own past, but resourcefully equipped with what is needed to match the depth of transformation I have wrought within you. This is not someone who will simply love with their words, speaking sweet nothings that fade. They will love with their actions, providing structure for stability, vision for direction, and wise counsel for guidance, like a builder constructing a home on firm foundations. Have you imagined what it feels like to be loved by a builder who constructs rather than a taker who consumes, to be supported by someone who comes not with empty promises that disappoint, but with the proven capacity to lift you higher, elevating your dreams, like a house built through wisdom and understanding, filled with precious riches. This partnership will be established on knowledge and grace, like a man of integrity, positioned to redeem and provide, moving from honor and strategy to protect and partner. That same model is coming into your life, my chosen one. You see, this person being sent to you has walked through their own fires of testing. They have faced their own trials and passed them with faith, emerging stronger. They carry a wisdom that can only come from deep experience with me. Lessons learned in the school of life. They have learned the value of stewardship, managing resources with care and integrity. And now I trust them enough to entrust them with you, my precious child. When this person sees your life, they will not simply admire it from a distance with passive appreciation. They will invest in it intentionally, consistently, powerfully. Not to fix you because you are not broken in my eyes, but to build with you side by side, to partner with the promise I have placed on your life, to add strength to the vision I have given you, like reinforcements to a structure. Have you thought about how transformational it will feel to have someone who brings solutions to problems? Not just sympathy that offers no change, like a co-leader managing resources to impact the world. This is the caliber of person I am preparing for you. Someone who brings both vision and resources into the partnership, helping you expand rather than exhausting your energy. When you're overwhelmed by life's demands, they will bring peace that calms. When you're uncertain about the path, they will bring clarity that illuminates. When you're ready to expand your calling, they will bring the funding, the faith, and the focus to make it happen, multiplying your efforts. Like a generous soul who refreshes others and is refreshed in turn. This dynamic will thrive. Like a longtime partner supporting a mission with mutual support and practical provision. The person coming your way will embody this healthy dynamic of balance. And understand this, they will see provision as a form of spiritual covering, not just financial giving for material needs. They will know that taking care of you is part of their divine assignment from me. They will do it joyfully, not from obligation or duty, but from honor and love. Their mindset will not be how little can I give to get by, but how can I expand what I am doing through us together, multiplying blessings. This is not about money alone, though it includes that. It's about creating an environment where both of you can thrive, not merely survive, flourishing in abundance. They will make room for your calling to grow, providing space and support. They will fund your ideas, not because they have to under pressure, but because they believe in you wholeheartedly, seeing the potential I have placed within. They will understand that when you are operating in peace and clarity, free from worry, you are most dangerous to the enemy of your soul and most useful to my kingdom, advancing my work. Like honoring me with wealth and first fruits, leading to overflowing barns. This stewardship will bring overflow. Like a person of great resources investing in dreams and visions. This is how kingdom-minded individuals think. And this is the mindset of the person being sent to partner with you. Most importantly, they will not be intimidated by your calling or feel threatened. They won't compete with your vision for attention. They will fuel it with enthusiasm, quietly pray over it for blessing, sow into it with resources, protect it from harm. Your elevation to higher places won't offend them or cause resentment. It will excite them because they understand that I bless those who bless my chosen vessels, returning favor manifold. So, are you ready to finally experience a partnership where you are supported at every level? Spiritually, with prayer, emotionally with empathy, financially with provision, and strategically with planning. Are you ready to walk into a season where your vision is no longer limited by lack or scarcity, but propelled forward by partnership and abundance? My chosen one, the days of carrying it all alone, shouldering every burden by yourself, are coming to an end as I decree. You have been faithful over little things in lean times, and now I am sending someone who is faithful over much, entrusted with greater capacity. Someone who has both the heart full of compassion and the hands skilled to help you build what I have envisioned. Someone who doesn't just talk about vision in abstract terms. They back it with tangible resources, practical wisdom, and mature stewardship that ensures longevity. Get ready, because when this divine connection arrives, you won't just feel loved in a superficial way. You'll feel covered with protection, empowered with strength, and equipped to soar higher than you've ever gone before, reaching new heights in my grace. If your heart says yes to this promise of provision and stewardship, write 555 below to proclaim your readiness for this blessing and the abundance it brings. You will be relocated for greater purpose, and this divine connection is the key to unlocking it. My chosen one, it is time to understand a truth that many overlook on their journey through life, missing its significance. I often shift destinies through changes in location, repositioning my children for maximum impact. Sometimes the greatest breakthrough isn't found in what you're doing in your current efforts. It's in where you are positioned geographically or spiritually. And one of the most profound reasons this divine soulmate is being sent into your life is to serve as a bridge, a catalyst that transitions you physically to new places, mentally to new mindsets, emotionally to new healing, and spiritually to new levels into the next level of your calling, facilitating growth. Have you noticed that where you are now has begun to feel too small, too confining for what you carry within your spirit? Have you sensed a restlessness, a divine tension building in your heart, as though you've outgrown your current surroundings, relationships, and opportunities, but aren't yet sure where your next ground, your new foundation, will be established? This is not your imagination playing tricks or mere discontent. It is my Holy Spirit gently preparing you for relocation, stirring you toward change, like a call to move from familiar lands to unknown territories for elevation. Many times my elevation begins with a call to move, and not just physically to a different place. It is a shift in atmosphere that breathes fresh air, an environment that nurtures growth, in relationships that support, and in spiritual positioning that aligns with heaven. And this is where your divine partner comes in as a key player. They are not just coming into your life to bring companionship that fills lonely moments. They are coming to bring mobility, to facilitate movement and transition. My chosen one, let us be real and honest about your current situation. Your current environment may no longer reflect the growth that I have cultivated in you through years of refinement. Spiritually, you have evolved to new depths of faith. Mentally, you have matured in wisdom and understanding. Emotionally, you have stabilized, finding balance. Yet, the soil around you has grown dry and barren, no longer nourishing. You've been planted in places that no longer feed your roots with sustenance, much less allow your wings to spread and fly. And because of that, you have felt the pressing need to stretch beyond limits, to soar to new heights. But how to do it? Where to go? With what support to make the leap? Now consider this with hope. The person I am sending will not only love you deeply, they will serve as a divine vehicle to transport you to new territory, carrying you forward. Whether this relocation is literal, a move to a new city with fresh opportunities, a new country with broader horizons, a new home filled with peace, or symbolic, a new level of influence that expands your reach, a new network of connections that opens doors, a new platform where your voice is amplified. They will be a key to unlocking the next dimension of your destiny, turning the lock with precision, like a painful transition that position one to save nations. Sometimes, my greatest purpose for you lies in unfamiliar territory, where gifts flourish fully. Have you wondered why certain doors haven't opened where you are now, remaining closed despite your efforts? Why your gifts feel boxed in and restricted? Why certain relationships feel stagnant or resistant to your evolution and growth? Could it be that your assignment requires a new environment? One where your anointing can breathe freely, stretch without limits, and thrive abundantly, my chosen one. Your divine partner will not come to rearrange your life out of whim or caprice. They will come to reposition it according to my plan, with intentionality. Their resources will provide the means. Their influence will open pathways. Their connections will build bridges. Their obedience to me will ensure alignment. All of it will serve as bridges into territory you couldn't access alone, spanning gaps. They are showing up with keys in hand, keys to new land of promise, keys to new platforms of expression, keys to rooms where your name has already been whispered in preparation by my spirit. Like a marriage that expanded reach and diversified opportunities, creating support for purpose to flourish. This is the type of divine alignment I am orchestrating for you. A partner who is not threatened by your calling, but positioned to help you move deeper into it with confidence. And understand this relocation is not about mere comfort or ease. It is about calling, about fulfilling the purpose I have for you. Where I am taking you, your voice will carry farther, echoing to more hearts. Your gifts will sharpen like a blade honed. Your influence will expand like ripples in a pond. You will encounter new relationships and alliances that recognize your worth without requiring you to prove it repeatedly. You will find fertile ground for what you've been carrying all these years. Soil rich and ready, like steps ordered in delight. Sometimes elevation requires separation from the familiar, even from relationships, mindsets, or environments that once served a previous season but now hold you back. Are you prepared for this shift? Ready to embrace change? Have you truly opened your heart to the possibility that where you are is not where you will fulfill your highest calling? That greater awaits. Could it be that this divine connection is the key I have prepared to move you closer to your promised land of abundance? Because this is exactly what is happening in my plan. This transition will not be chaotic or disorganized. It will be ordered by my hand, smooth and guided. You won't have to force it with your own strength. You won't have to scramble in panic or beg for opportunities. I will make it flow like a river finding its course. There will be confirmation from my spirit. There will be peace that guards your heart. And above all, there will be clarity, because you will recognize that this is not merely a romantic connection for personal happiness. It is a strategic relocation wrapped in human form, a divine strategy. Like relocations and partnerships that multiplied influence globally, my timing, connections, and positioning are ordering your life. So, my chosen one, are you ready to walk through the doors that this next chapter will open wide? Are you prepared to leave behind the soil that no longer serves you in exchange for the land where your destiny will finally flourish in full bloom. Because make no mistake, this isn't just a love story of hearts. It is a story of strategic alignment for your purpose, woven by me. And when you look back in reflection, you will see that the true miracle wasn't just finding love in isolation. It was that love became the vehicle through which I relocated you to new places, established you firmly, and elevated your life to new heights of glory. If you feel this truth resonating in your spirit, stirring expectancy for relocation and purpose, write, "I trust you, Lord, below to affirm your faith in my plan and the changes it brings." This connection will feel supernatural because it will be authored by me, your Lord, my chosen one. Hear this with attentiveness. What I am about to bring into your life will not resemble anything you've ever experienced before in your relationships, because it will not be authored by your past experiences that shaped expectations, your wounds that created fears, or your fears that limited trust. It will be authored by heaven itself, designed by my hand. This connection will feel supernatural from the very beginning. Not because it's grandiose or flashy in a worldly sense, not because it rushes in and sweeps you off your feet in some overwhelming whirlwind of emotion, but because of the profound peace it brings, settling your soul like still waters. Are you ready to experience a connection where peace is the loudest voice in the room, drowning out all noise? Are you prepared to walk into a love that doesn't spark anxiety or confusion, but calms it with gentle assurance? This is what is coming, and your soul will know it instinctively, recognizing my touch. You won't have to second-guess it endlessly. You won't have to wonder whether it's real or illusory. You won't find yourself staying up at night analyzing mixed signals or trying to force clarity where there is none, for it will be evident. The beauty of a connection authored by me is that clarity comes built in from the start. Your spirit will recognize it as a form of divine rest, a place to lay down burdens. Imagine being so secure in a connection that you no longer feel the need to perform to earn love, to shrink your presence to fit, or to be hyper-vigilant about whether you are loved or accepted. Can you see how healing that will be for your soul, mending what was broken? There will be confirmation after confirmation, not just emotional feelings that fluctuate, but spiritual signs that affirm. Conversations will reveal insights you didn't even know you needed, like hidden wisdom surfacing. Encounters will unfold with a flow that cannot be explained by chance alone, but by my orchestration. Doors will open unexpectedly. Timelines will align perfectly. The fingerprints of me, the Most High, will be woven into every detail of the journey, visible to those with eyes to see, like an undeniable connection orchestrated in every encounter. This divine orchestration is preparing to move in your life, my chosen one. And here's the beauty that brings joy. This connection will not require you to chase after it desperately. You won't have to strive to keep it alive with effort. You won't have to dim your light to maintain it or guard your heart with constant suspicion and walls. This love will be divinely protected by me and will unfold in sacred timing. My perfect rhythm. The emotional safety you will experience will allow you to be fully seen in your authenticity, fully known in your depths, and still fully loved without condition. Have you imagined what it would feel like to finally rest in a love where your soul can exhale freely, where you can show up as your full self and be embraced wholeheartedly, not merely tolerated with reluctance, like perfect love driving out fear. This is the kind of supernatural connection I am preparing for you. Let us talk about the depth of this connection, for it won't be shallow or surface level. This person won't just engage you on the surface with casual talk. They will meet you in the deep waters of faith that anchors, purpose that drives, destiny that unfolds, childhood healing that restores, and legacy that endures. The intimacy you will experience won't just be emotional or physical in nature. It will be spiritual at its core. It will feel as though I placed a piece of myself within this person and sent them to walk beside you as a companion. They won't be intimidated by your depth or complexity. They will match it with their own. They won't be confused by your calling or purpose. They will honor it with reverence. And they won't simply admire your light from afar. They will protect it from winds that threaten, nurture it with care, and cover it in prayer continually, like a bond built on spiritual partnership where one intercedes and encourages. This is what a supernatural connection looks like when authored by me. And my chosen one, you must know this with certainty: there will be no need for games that manipulate, no hot and cold patterns that confuse, no chaos masquerading as passion that destroys. You've endured enough of that in past seasons, and I am ending those cycles. This connection will be stable like a rock, secure like a fortress, and sacred like a temple. It will not trigger your old wounds to resurface. It will heal them with gentleness. You will not be reminded of your abandonment or rejection. You will feel chosen and valued. You won't feel like you are too much or not enough in any way. You will feel perfectly aligned because someone will finally see you the way I see you, with love and acceptance, like a good and perfect gift from above. This union will bring deep healing and joy in ways you couldn't imagine. My chosen one. When you look at this person, you will see not just a blessing in human form, but a mirror reflecting how far you've come in your journey. You'll recognize that the reason this feels so holy and sacred is because you're ready for it now, prepared by me. Had they come earlier, you might have rejected them out of unreadiness or misjudged them from past filters. But now, after all the healing I have done, you are able to receive what once would have terrified you due to vulnerability. A love that doesn't require pain to prove itself, but flows freely. Can you imagine allowing yourself to rest in such a connection, letting go of striving? Are you ready to receive a love that does not require endless striving or sacrifice of your authenticity to maintain? And perhaps the most beautiful part is this: when I write a love story, I sustain it with my power. You will not need to anxiously hold it together in your own strength. Worrying it will fall apart. You will trust the process because you will know that what I join together, I also cover with protection, provide for with abundance, and protect from harm. Like a relationship centered on faith and mutual purpose, navigating trials with grace on a foundation of purpose and supernatural covering. This is my design. So, my chosen one, are you ready to trust my pen as the author? Are you prepared to receive a connection that feels so supernatural that you will no longer question whether it is real? Because it will carry the unmistakable fragrance of heaven's blessing. This is not a fairy tale spun from dreams. This is divine reality, grounded in truth. This is what happens when purpose meets preparation in alignment, when timing aligns with eternal truth, when healing makes room for holy union that glorifies me. And here's what you must hold on to with faith. You don't have to strive for this blessing. You don't have to chase it down or beg for it in desperation. You only need to remain open to my leading, obedient to my voice, and expectant in your heart. When it arrives, you will know without doubt. You won't have to force it because I will make it flow naturally. My chosen one, get ready with anticipation. A supernatural connection is coming. One that will reflect my heart for you in every way. Honor your calling with respect, heal your wounds completely, and elevate your purpose to new realms. And when it comes, it will not just feel right in a human sense. It will feel holy, set apart by me. If your soul says yes to this supernatural promise, write 333 below to declare your openness to this holy union and the peace it brings. My chosen one, your faithfulness has not gone unseen, and I am responding with heaven's blessings. This divine connection is no accident. It is my reward for your steadfast heart through every trial. You said yes to me when giving up was easier, trusted my timing despite aching loneliness, and obeyed in secret when no one applauded. I have recorded every tear, every prayer, every moment you chose faith over despair. Now, I am sending a soulmate, crafted for your calling, to advance and strengthen you, not distract or diminish. They will know your worth, speak your spiritual language, and protect your light, walking beside you in covenant. This is a kingdom partnership, aligning with your purpose to amplify my glory. Are you ready to receive a love that empowers, a connection that propels you deeper into destiny? The wait was not punishment, but preparation for this holy reward. Feel the shift, my chosen one, and prepare for what's coming. It will transform you for greater impact. If your spirit senses this, write, I receive your reward, Lord, below to affirm your trust in my promise. My beloved chosen one, let us pause for a moment and truly acknowledge how far you have come on this journey with me. You have done the heart work, delving deep into healing. You have done the soul work, allowing refinement. You have allowed me to refine not only your desires that guide your wants, but your discernment that sharpens decisions, and your direction that sets your path. And that is no small feat in a world full of distractions. In a world where many grow bitter after heartbreak, hardening their hearts like stone, you chose not to let heartbreak harden you, keeping your heart soft. In a culture where disappointment often breeds cynicism that poisons hope, you chose not to let disappointment destroy your hope, holding on to faith. Have you realized how rare that is in these times? How sacred your choice, how seen by me. You trusted me even when my silence was the only answer you heard, persisting. You held on when others let go in weariness. You stood in faith when others mocked it as foolish. You stayed loyal to a vision that no one else could see or understand, not because you were stubborn in pride, but because your spirit knew that I am faithful even when the timeline seems invisible or delayed. Like sowing in tears leading to reaping with joy, your perseverance will bear fruit. My beloved, I saw all of it. Every private tear shed in solitude, every whispered prayer uttered in desperation, every moment you chose integrity over ease when temptation called, every time you kept sowing faith into the soil of your life when nothing seemed to be growing on the surface. I noticed, and now I am moving in response, declaring, I am honoring your tears with comfort. I am responding to your prayers with answers. I am rewarding your endurance with blessing. Jesse, can you feel it in your spirit? The shift in the atmosphere around you, subtle yet powerful. The quiet knowing in your heart that something is aligning that no human hand can orchestrate or control. That is my movement, the Most High, preparing to usher this next chapter into your life with grace. My chosen one. The person being sent to you will not just match your energy on a surface level. They will match your anointing, the spiritual empowerment I have given. They will be equally yoked in purpose, walking in step, equally committed to spiritual growth, pursuing me, equally driven by something higher than personal gain, seeking my kingdom. Have you asked me for this level of alignment in prayer? Are you prepared to receive a relationship where shared purpose is the strong foundation? Not just chemistry that sparks or charisma that charms. This will not be someone who merely falls in love with your smile that lights up, your energy that inspires, or your talents that shine. No, this is someone who will fall in love with your assignment from me, your values rooted in truth, your heart for me above all. They will honor the unseen parts of your journey, the hidden struggles. They will understand that loving you means loving the calling upon your life, embracing it fully. Like a couple working side by side in purpose and service, their relationship forged in alignment and mutual kingdom work. This is the kind of connection I am preparing for you. So, are you ready to receive a love that mirrors the depth of your calling? Profound and true. A connection where both of you pour into my kingdom with passion, not just into each other selfishly, because when this person arrives, your union will not simply be about happiness in the moment. It will be about impact that lasts eternally. Your presence here is deeply valued. Your faithfulness, your time, your engagement, it matters more than words can express, building a spiritual community that reaches beyond borders. And for that, I honor you from the depths of my heart. And now, my chosen one, I want to speak a blessing over you as you prepare for what is to come, declaring it with authority. May you walk into this next season with open hands ready to receive and an expectant heart full of faith. May the weight of old disappointments fall off of you like old garments no longer needed, shedding the past. May you step into spaces that fit the fullness of who you are becoming in me, expansive and free. May your eyes be open to see my fingerprints in every new opportunity that arises, every new connection that forms. May your ears be tuned sharply to the voice of my Holy Spirit, so that when your divine partner arrives, you will recognize the peace they carry as from me. May you never again settle for relationships that drain your energy, distract your focus, or diminish your calling in any way. May your spirit remain grounded firmly in purpose, unshakable. And may love find you not as an idol to worship falsely, but as an assignment fulfilled in my will. I bless you and keep you safe. I make my face shine on you with favor and be gracious to you always. I turn my face towards you and give you peace that endures. And above all, may you always remember this eternal truth. You were faithful through every test, and heaven never forgets faithfulness. I reward it. The reward is coming swiftly. The wait has not been in vain, but purposeful. Your story is still being written by my hand, the author who writes perfect endings full of resolution and glorious new beginnings full of hope. Until next time, my beloved chosen one, keep standing strong, keep believing unwaveringly, and keep your heart prepared, because what's coming is greater than you can imagine or dream. I bless you abundantly. I honor your journey. I thank you for your trust. If this message has blessed you deeply, strengthening your spirit, confirming your waiting, or reminding you that you are seen by me, write, "I am ready," Lord, below, and step boldly into the reward I have prepared with faith and joy.